Daniel chapter 3 verses 52, 53, 54, 55, and 56. Glory and praise forever. Blessed are you, O Lord, the God of our fathers, praiseworthy and exalted above all forever. And blessed is your holy and glorious name, praiseworthy and exalted above all for all ages. Blessed are you in the temple of your holy glory, praiseworthy and glorious above all forever. Blessed are you on the throne of your kingdom, praiseworthy and exalted above all forever. Blessed are you who look into the depths from your throne upon the cherubim, praiseworthy and exalted above all forever. Daniel was born during the middle of King Josiah's reign 640 to 608 BC. Josiah was a godly king and known as one of the world's youngest kings. He began his reign at age 8 and continued as king for 31 years after his father was assassinated. Josiah was killed in a battle against the Egyptian pharaoh Necho at Medin, and was buried in his tomb in Jerusalem. It only took 4 years for Judah to return to the evil ways that were the custom before Josiah became king. In 605 BC Nebuchadnezzar became king of Babylonia. In September of that year he made Judah a vassal state. The vassal state of Judah remained in place and Nebuchadnezzar's protection so long as they paid for the protection. This lasted until Judah rebelled in 597 and 588 BC. In 586 BC Nebuchadnezzar conquered Judah and Jerusalem. In Daniel 3, Nebuchadnezzar created a gold statue of himself and required all the people to bow down to it whenever the music played. Daniel's 3 friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego refused, and the king had them thrown into a blazing furnace. This blazing furnace was not a small oven for cooking dinner or heating a house, it was a huge industrial furnace that could have been used for baking bricks or smelting metals. The temperatures were hot enough to assure that no one could survive. The roaring flames could be seen leaping from its top opening, and a fiery blast even killed the soldiers who went up to the large opening. Daniel 3:91-93, King Nebuchadnezzar rose in haste and asked his nobles, "Did we not cast 3 men bound into the fire? Assuredly, O king," they answered. "But," he replied, "I see 4 men unfettered and unhurt, walking in the fire, and the 4th looks like a son of God." Then Nebuchadnezzar came to the opening of the white-hot furnace and called to Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, "Most High God, come out." Thereupon Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came out of the fire. Miraculously, God protected them, and when they came out of the furnace, Nebuchadnezzar proclaimed, "Blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego." Nebuchadnezzar then decreed, "Any people, nation, or language that speaks anything against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego shall be torn limb from limb, and their houses laid in ruins, for there is no other God who is able to rescue people in this way." Burning alive was an ancient Babylonian punishment. Some Bibles don't include this section, and it's because their readers miss the hymn of praise coming from the 3 men, who were thrown into the furnace, but were not burned or even singed. Because of their trials their faith was confirmed, God was glorified, and they were rewarded for their faith. We also need to be loyal to God no matter how difficult the pressure or punishment may be. God's protection goes beyond anything we could ever imagine. Proverbs 3 verses 1-4, "My son, do not forget my teaching, but let your heart keep my commandments, for length of days and years of life and abundant welfare will they give you. Let not loyalty and faithfulness forsake you, bind them about your neck, write them on the tablet of your heart. So you will find favor and good repute in the sight of God and man."